Tonight, on Last Call Presents Doctor Who, the travellers land and explore the surface of a new world. Everything is dead, but beyond a petrified jungle, the crew finds a metal city which the Doctor is determined to explore. Then, while looking for Barbara, the Doctor, Ian, and Susan discover that they have been exposed to lethal radiation, and they are confronted by the city's inhabitants, the Daleks.
Good evening. Welcome to the second, what would you call this? I guess the second serial in the original Doctor's run. And of course, it's the Daleks. The Daleks, I think people forget, the Daleks really have been with the Doctor almost since the beginning. We got 4 episodes in the Unearthly Child series that really was just one episode focused on Susan, and then 3 episodes going back to the Dawn of Man. And I felt like that was a prologue that kind of explained to us who the Doctor was and what this whole time travel-y thing was all about. And now we're getting into the main part of the story, and the Daleks are a part of it from the beginning. Hope you all are doing well. I am your host, Troy Pacelli, and I'm here, well, at least for the time being, with Netter of Nerds Network. How you doing, my dear? What you sipping on?
Well, it's almost gone, but I'm probably going to be opening up another Polar brand seltzer water and blackberry mango.
Blackberry mango. You're liking that, huh?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. And like I said, it's cheaper than the other one by like $4. So it's like, why not?
Nate, I'm gonna guess that what you dropped in the chat is that GIF is a AI created thing, but let me tell you, I think that is really darn cool. Ah, there you go, and Mark's dropping a picture of Julie in front of the TARDIS. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, and let me say hi to all of y'all that are actually in the jittery chat. There's Netter telling y'all to like, share, subscribe, become a member, leave a comment, gift a membership. Yes, please do. Got the Cosme link pinned to the top so you can watch along with us. JPRPH1. Good to see you, my friend. Exterminate, exterminate. Here I are, home from the dilithium mines. Kapla. Good to see you, my friend. All right, let's not beleaguer this. Let's go ahead and get us started. Cosme link is pinned to the top, and we will get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. So again, this is the very first appearance of the Daleks. Let's see here. Oh, I get back to the beginning of my notes here. Premiered on December 21st, 1963. The working title for the overall serial was Beyond the Sun. It was retroactively called the Daleks. This is where we left off. She looked at the radiation gauge that said normal, and then suddenly it creeps up to the danger zone.
Look, I have K9 protecting me from the Dalek right next to it.
There you go. Perfect. The Dead Planet. Yep. Written by Terry Nation. Terry Nation, of course, created the Daleks, and to this day, his estate still owns the rights to the Daleks, and that's why the BBC has to do something with them every so often, or the rights revert back to his estate. So you might have noticed that up until just then, it looked like it was a negative, and it kind of was. Let me see where I wrote it in the notes. Where is it? So there was the myth was that there was a transmission fault at the start of this episode that meant the opening minutes were in negative. What actually happened was that was intentional on the part of the production team, who wanted to create the impression of intense heat on the planet of Skaro. Hail, Connie Cleary, Bird Woman of YouTube. Thanks for joining us. So the music in this episode is reused in a number of future Dalek serials. It was first released on CD as part of the Doctor Who Devil's Planet, the music of Tristram Cary on BBC Music in 2003. Some of you might be aware that in 1965, they did a movie with Peter Cushing, Doctor Who and the Daleks. It was based on this serial. The film also got a sequel in '66, Daleks Invasion of Earth 2150 AD, based on the 1964 serial Daleks Invasion of Earth, which, of course, we will be getting to in due course as well. Welcome, deleted scenes. Hail. So there was a lot of ambiguity in these early episodes of to what degree the Doctor could control the TARDIS, if he knew what he was doing at all. And right here, it's almost implied that this is very similar to like Lost in Space, where because of something being thrown off and an inability to make calculations because of lack of certainty, he couldn't calculate how to get them back. And there's Mark in front of the TARDIS. So there is a legend that Terry Nation named the Daleks after seeing DAL to EK volume of an encyclopedic dictionary. But he actually made it up completely from scratch and then invented this story about how he named it just to tell the press. So this episode, The Dead Planet, was remade because the instructions being relayed to the studio from the control gallery were clearly audible on the original recording. So it had to be re-recorded before release. A lot of people, again, this is the kind of thing that's legend and myth that most people just accept as being absolute truth. And they say that that Terry Nation designed the Daleks based on a common pepper pot, which actually, you're welcome, isn't true. Where is it? The shape of the Daleks were actually based on a man sitting on a chair. The inspiration for the movement of the Daleks was a woman moving in a ballroom gown, seemingly gliding her feet, which were not visible. Specifically, the Georgian state dancers, whose large, wide dresses gave the impression that they were gliding across the floor. Welcome, Curtis Selby, the tired midnight vlogger. Probably tired from staying up to watch Doctor Who with me. So I do have to admit that although I have seen the Daleks serial several times, I've never actually seen either of the Peter Cushing films. Eventually, I'm going to have to. would have been funny is if she'd have said, "What are you doing?" If she'd said, "My homework." My teacher's going to give me grief if I don't have my homework done when I get back. Of course, Barbar is her teacher. Yep, that's right, Curtis. JPRPH1, is that from one of the online motion comics? Well, the doctor is right about that. One of these is an evil creature bent on world domination. The other is a Dalek. Yes, exactly right. That's bizarre. Take your protein pills and put your helmets on. Yeah, exactly. And you have to remember, there was a belief, this was the early days of the space race, and they were experimenting with how food was going to work in space. They're still trying to iron a lot of elements of it out. But there was this belief that it would be something very much like MREs.
Okay, I'm done. It's too salty now for me.
Yeah, I think I ran into that too. That's why I made some lemonade. Oh gosh, Curtis, is that second one the Russian woman that never made it back? A very, very grim story. Wait a minute. In Japan, they have different flavors of Tang? Is that right? Japanese have all kinds of great stuff. Our stuff they make better. This is your friend Rupert Booth, who lives in London, and I was actually campaigning for him to be the next Doctor before Judy went. Yeah, God, that's too bad. You exterminated my battleship.
He did that on purpose. I saw him.
You go to the city to see if there's Mercury, and then we'll find out if there's life on Mars. Time to call the exterminators. 1-800-Dalek. It's a tin of fish.
You can tell those are miniatures.
Yeah.
They look so fake.
And I'm guessing some sort of a backdrop painting there.
Well, yeah, they did that a lot. What do they call them, matte paintings?
No, a matte painting is done on glass and it's put in the foreground so you can see it in camera. That's like an actual backdrop, like a stage backdrop.
Oh.
So when this episode premiered, it received 6.9 million views. Although I'm not sure how that's calculated because I know they showed it the first week and what was it? It was interrupted, and despite what people believe, it wasn't because of the Kennedy assassination. Let's see. The serial premiered to 7 million viewers, and the audience grew as news about the Daleks spread. The show. Let's see. That's not it. Okay, the first episode was broadcast on the 21st of December 1963. Was watched by 6.9 million viewers. The following episode received 6.4 million viewers. Oh, I'm sorry. It was An Unearthly Child that was re-shown the second week.
I like the owl with his head tilted like,
Yeah. Yeah, owls are not what they seem. They're actually AI. I think that's a cool effect, her putting her hand on the camera like that. It's just the kind of thing you don't normally see in a show like this.
I always find it interesting that when somebody is in a room and a door is closed, instead of actually trying the knob or the mechanism used to open and close the door,
You slap
they
on it.
slap on the top, not even on the door, above the door,
Right.
or they'll slap on the door, try the door mechanism.
So this is another one of those great examples of there probably aren't a lot of sets, so she's running into little small spaces and making it look like it's a much larger space. You also notice that when she leaned up against the wall, you could clearly see her reflection, which implies that these are probably like aluminum or something. She was just in some kind of a lift.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool, the way she kind of just, nudged so it looked like she had landed.
Yeah.
There is a Pac-Man on the door, that's true. And technically, this is your the first appearance of a Dalek. All you see is his, the stalk.
We're coming to get you, Barbara.
They are. Now, we have just crossed over into the second episode, The Survivors. I just cut out the in-between credits and opening. Yes, they do look like suction cups, don't they?
Isn't it a toilet plunger?
Yeah. Just what the universe needs. A Dalek with a sense of humor. Yeah. No lie detected. What do Daleks call tasty food? Delectable.
buildings don't get affected by it. They're not organic. That's just what I said.
How do Dalek in Doctor Who stay so smooth and shiny? They exfoliate. It's kind of a reversal there, right? Well, I told you that there was no mercury for the fluid link, so we gotta go into the city. Oh, I lied to you. Okay, fine. Now you don't get it back until we find Barbara. See how it works?
It's like,
What does the Dalek say while having sex? Exterminate. Move it, move it, move it.
rolling, rolling, rolling. Have a time.
Well, that's what they were going to do before you told them to stop. Weren't you listening? He just said they were paralyzed, but you'd get movement back soon. Hey, Kronos, good to see you. Not a Whovian that says yo. Well, if you'd like to see the first serial introduction of the Daleks, we're watching that right now. I phoned the government and asked what precautions they had taken against Dalek invasion. They told me steps have been put in place. I get it.
Yes, but the Daleks fly now.
Yeah, they fly now. Yeah, that's where it started for me, too. Oh, there you! I just got a curly whirly.
And I'm finally eating the very last of my gator bait.
And even if you do get treatment, you'll probably die of cancer.
Right.
Thanks, Kronos. Rock on. So there was a lot of debate over when this story takes place in the Dalek chronology. And some feel that some of the later serials kind of retcon some of this. But it seems very clear that the Dalek have never heard of the Doctor before. They have never heard of the TARDIS before. So this is their first encounter with the Doctor.
So the doctor can't go, I'm the doctor, look me up.
Right.
Which was a great Matt Smith line.
Yeah. Yes, although this was re-released and colorized, this was the way it was originally released. No, that's fine. No. If you've seen it before, you may have seen it in color. And as I was mentioning before you got here, this serial was turned into a movie starring Peter Cushing. Or adapted, I suppose you could say.
Yeah, hiccups now.
That's right, JPRPH1. So Peter Cushing, I'm supposing, was meant to be the first incarnation, but the outfit he wears and his overall look, he looks more like the third Doctor. In the movie that we're not watching, it was Cushing. This is William Hartnell. Yeah, there you go. That's from the movie. That's Peter Cushing. You may fire when ready. That's right. Yeah, put some sunglasses on him. And a bow tie. And a fez.
Because bow ties are cool.
Right. And so are fezzes.
That's a new thing. I don't remember that. Especially after seeing a bunch of companions just jam the key in and turn it.
It is, you are given the impression that he's changed the way the locks work depending on, well, obviously up to this point, only he and his granddaughter were allowed to access the TARDIS. So after this, he starts preparing to allow other companions access. There is no latest Doctor Who. After Peter Capaldi, that was the end. No more Doctors. But yeah, if you want to really know, the most recent Doctor was a very effeminate-looking black man, and then he apparently turned into Billy Piper. Pretty much. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, that's the last Doctor. Thank you, Curtis.
She's not that much of a child. She's a teenager.
I know. That's the Dalek that I used for my little promo short. Aw, thank you. Netta and I are making out. She just gave me a handful of kisses.
He got a dozen kisses.
A dozen kisses.
He's getting worse because he's old, and old people get sicker faster.
Oh, that was Netter. That was Netter laughing.
Did you think he was here with someone else?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she does have a sweet laugh, doesn't she? She does kind of look like that, although her Supergirl costume is way better. Connie says, get a room. Oops, you both are in a room. Yeah.
We got a whole house.
We're both past that, Kronos. Run, Susan, run. Obviously, this was, filmed with her running in place up close, which looks kind of silly. I believe that Supergirl animation was from either the Superman animated series or from Justice League Unlimited. I don't have test tickles. I have professional tickles. Wolfman's got nards. That's right. Yeah. Radiation sickness.
Yeah, because she can hear you.
Why did the Dalek get a job as a bartender? It wanted to perfect exterminatini recipe. I like that. Attention, restaurant customers. Testicles. That is all.
There's the TARDIS. Go in and get the thing, girl.
Why did the Dalek get a job as a bartender? Yeah, he wanted to perfect his exterminatini recipe. Yeah. That's right. Give it a hug. That'll help. Go, 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 girl. Go, go, go. There you go. Next week, The Escape. So, yeah, there you go. In fact, let me take a look here. Do I have let's see. Thought I had these on IMDb, but I guess not. Let me see. Episodes. There we go. Videos. Anyway, I can't quickly find the synopsis, but I will get the promos done up for tomorrow, and next week, The Escape. So the Daleks is a 7-part, so that means we're looking at about 3 weeks of Daleks. So hopefully you can join me again next week. Tomorrow, lunchtime, liquid lunch. And then, of course, members. I haven't posted what the movie's going to be yet. I'm still deciding. I'm going to have to make an executive decision. But members' night at the movie tomorrow at 9.
That's the name of a movie.
What's that?
Executive Decision.
Yeah, but it won't be that. Good movie, but no. But I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out with me and revisiting Doctor Who from the beginning. I hope you are enjoying this journey with me because we're just going to have to keep going because I don't know how to calculate the way back. So thank you all for hanging out. Have a great one. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.
One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine.